行くぞ。はっジェノサイカッター。
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and there's a couple things that we need to talk about today. For example, today is the last day for King, Yuri, Kyo, and Iori. And, let's answer the question as to whether or not you should pull for these characters. I mean, obviously, if they're your favorite characters, you should absolutely pull them because we have no idea when they're going to come back, but I do believe they will come back. We've had reruns of these SS banners before. Matter of fact, this Kyo and Yuri banner is a rerun, so more than likely we're going to get a rerun in the future, so that is something to keep in mind. Also, something else to keep in mind is when it comes to SS fighters, which all these characters are, the game is more generous. They usually tend to give us more memories for these characters through events, through carnivals, and things of that nature. They just seem to be a little bit more generous when it comes to giving us SS memories. So maybe if you're trying to conserve your rubies for the collaboration, you might want to just hold off because you know that more than likely we'll probably get an SS memory and some kind of event in the future, and other various events also in the future. And if you're also already to the pity, you got a character at A2, you want to give an A3, go for it. If you already have your characters at A3, more than likely I would stop unless you're already at the pity and you can get your character to A4. You already have, one memory already. If you get another memory, you can take an A4. Things of that nature. I mean, if you're on the brink of taking a character to the next level and it won't cost you very many rubies at all, you're already to that pity, then I would suggest that you go ahead and go for it. As to whether or not you should pull for these cards, honestly, when it comes to this card set here, it's a decent set, but it's really not the best. It's really not going to be as useful as, say, a set like this here for the Volume 4 SS banner. This set's actually really, really good, and it definitely has its place in the game. I mean, it's a set that gives you a solid 21% extra attack, and then it also, for SS fighters, gives you an extra increased attack by 20% for 5 seconds upon letting a blast skill, and then it also increases your active skills by 25%. It's a really OP set, in all honesty. I mean, generally, this is a very, very good set for your SS fighters. Is it going to always be the best for your SS fighters? No, I don't think it will. We proved with BS Leona that the Idol Kula set was actually better for her because she had multiple strike skills. So if you got an SS fighter that has multiple strike skills on them, so let's go ahead and pull them up here. For example, let's take a look at Mai. Mai has 1, 2, yeah, she has multiple strike skills. So the Idol Kula set probably better on her than that SS set. But I mean, if you take a look at another SS character, maybe the SS set would be better than the Idol Kula set, and so on and so on. It really depends on how many strike skills they actually have available. Like Honoka here, I mean, she's got a blast, she's got a grab, she's got a strike, but then her default finisher is also a strike skill, and her 3PG is a strike skill. So it's the Idol Kula would probably still perform extremely well on this character. I mean, it's really just going to be a matter of opinion as to whether or not that card set's worth it. If you're already to the pity, you already have the 3PGs, then and you have 2 of the set cards, and you only have to spend, a little bit of rubies, then I would suggest that you go ahead and do it because it is a very good card set. And speaking of card sets, a little information just recently came out today, which I'm excited to show you guys. I'll go ahead and bring it up right now. But as you all can see, there is a 3PG for Sol. That's right. Now, I want you to pay attention to something on that 3PG. Look at the border around it. It might be a little difficult to see. It might be a little bit blurry because I had to enlarge this image. But if you look around it, you'll notice that there's a rainbow kind of aura around it. What does that mean? Well, a lot of us, we were speculating as to whether or not, Sol or any of these new collaboration characters are actually going to be SS versions. And that 3PG confirms it, my friends. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's click on SS Honoka here. And let's click on her 3PG. Look at her 3PG here. She's got a rainbow aura around it, just like Sol's 3PG, right? And you're probably wondering, well, what about other characters? I mean, do other characters have that? Well, if you click on, we'll just click on all here so we can get some other characters in here. Let's click on a Fest character like The Rock, right? The Rock's collaboration character, he's a Fest character, but if you notice, his 3PG has a gold border. It's not rainbow, right? Only the SS and the BS characters get that rainbow aura around their 3PG. I mean, if you look at Leona's here, she got that rainbow aura, right? So now we know, and Sol is a character that we're going to get completely for free through the events and he's going to be an SS character, which is pretty damn dope. Now, whether or not we're going to get that 3PG for free, I have no idea. And that's something I'm really praying for. You know, during the 7 Nights collaboration, this character right here, we actually got her and we got this 3PG card completely for free. Now, for those of you that are new to this game, you're probably wondering, what's the difference? You know, why is these cards so special? Well, if you notice over here on the right, it says 3.0, right? That's a 3PG. If I click on another character, like say, let me see if I can find one here. Like this card right here, that says 5.0, 5PG. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference? Well, I'll just show you here. If you take them into a game mode, we'll just go into story mode because it's going to be the easiest to show you guys. Right? And I need a 3PG and a 5PG here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out this here. And I'm going to equip his 5PG. There we go. So you see this one here is a 5PG. Now let me show you the difference between these cards and why they're so important. So Leona's probably going to murder, right? So Leona's got a 3PG on her, okay? Now PG stands for power gain, all right? So at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see this little power gain meter, all right? And it's got 5 separate sections on it. Whenever you do 3 sections at once, it means you can do that 3PG, which gives you an invincibility iframe, and you're going to do a lot of damage. Whenever it reaches 5 bars, that's 5PG, and that's when you can use your 5PG card. So over here, right here, in the above that 9 or above that counter right there, is your 3PG. So if I use these cards, see that right there? So down here at the bottom, you see in the purple there, those are your PG bars right there. You got 5 PG bars. Once you hit 3 of them, you can do this 3PG, right? Whenever you use a card that has 5, that says 5PG on it, then you have to reach 5PG in order to do it. So if I want to use Chrysalid here, let me show you here. And you look, and if you notice, he's got 3PG built right now, but he can't use his 5PG. He can only use his core default, which is the one that's highlighting right now. We have to reach 5PGs in order for him to be able to use that 5PG. So the 3PG cards are a real big advantage. They always come with collaboration characters because it allows you to go into your invincibility iframes even faster. And a lot of these animations are full screen animations where they can hit a target from anywhere in the screen, which is another reason why people like them. And in KOF, we also have certain effects like maybe a freeze, maybe an extra crit rate increase, attack increases, all of these things of that nature. Chris is pretty damn strong, couldn't reach it, but you get what I mean, right? That's why 3PGs are so much sought after than 5PGs, and that's why we always love these collaborations, because they always come with 3PGs. And that character that I showed you earlier, Shane from 7 Nights, she actually got a free 3PG during a login event whenever the 7 Nights collaboration happened. And after the 7 Nights collaboration, we haven't had it since. They've decided to kind of skim us on a little bit. So we had the DOA 6 collaboration after that, and we had the 7 Deadly Sins collaboration after that. But for all those characters, yeah, we got free characters, but we didn't get the 3PG. So I'm really hoping with Sol Badguy that we're going to get a free 3PG for him. We know that he's going to be an SS character because of that rainbow border around that card. That definitely signifies that he is going to be SS. And more than likely, a lot of the other characters are going to be SS too. They're going to do just like they did with the DOA 6 collaboration, where we had SS versions. But I'm really hoping that we have also just regular collaboration versions, again, for what I mentioned in the previous video, so that we can level up these other collaboration characters anytime we want. So like if I click on, let me find a collaboration character. Here we go. So Deanne here is from 7 Deadly Sins, right? And if I want to level it up, you see there's those dimensional invitation tickets, and you can actually make these throughout the game. Whether the collaboration's enacted or not, you can always make these dimensional invitation tickets from regular purple bordered characters, or fest characters as we call them, to be able to level up these collaboration characters. So again, I hope we have a mixed blend. I hope we have like SS versions of the Guilty Gear collaboration, but I also hope we have some regular collaboration characters like Deanne here, so that way we can level them up. And I'm really praying that we don't have to pull, at least for Sol's 3PG in the banner. That would be insane if they did that like they did with Shane. from the 7 Nice collaboration where we actually got the 3PG for free from a login event along with the character. That was just totally insane. But again, they haven't done it since. They didn't do it for 7 Deadly Sins. They didn't do it for the DOA 6 collaboration. So I'm really hoping for the end of the year that they at least give us that 3PG for Sol Badguy. That would be the icing on the cake if they did that. But now you all know that that free character is more than likely going to be an SS version. So let me know how excited you are for the collaboration and what level you got your King and Yuri to. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.